Research is hard, but your tools should not be. Subthesis.com is the free alternative to expensive software. Whether you need to calculate Cronbach's alpha or organize your field notes, Subthesis has a tool for it. No paywalls and no registration required. Check the link in the description and let's dive into today's lesson. Welcome back to the PM Playbook. Let's talk about status reporting. Most project status reports are unread, skimmed, or misunderstood. Today you'll learn how to create reports that executives actually read and act on. Most status reports fail for predictable reasons. They're too long and detailed. Executives don't have time to read 5 pages of task-level updates. Key information is buried in noise. The critical risk is mentioned in paragraph 7 after pages of routine updates. There's no clear ask or action needed. The reader finishes and wonders, what am I supposed to do with this? Reports are often written for the author, documenting everything they did, rather than for the reader, highlighting what they need to know. Different audiences have different questions. Executives want to know, am I in trouble? Do I need to intervene? Project sponsors want to know, is my investment on track? Am I going to get the value I expected? Stakeholders want to know, will I get what I need when I need it? Tailor your status report to answer the questions your specific audience is asking. The CEO doesn't care about task-level details. The team lead might. For executive audiences, the executive summary is everything. If they read nothing else, they should read this and understand the project status completely. Lead with the bottom line. Your first sentence should convey overall project status. The project is on track for November launch, or the project is at risk due to vendor delays. Use a traffic light indicator, green, yellow, or red, and make it immediately visible. Many readers will scan only the color and move on if it's green. Highlight major issues or successes in the first paragraph. Assume busy readers might read only this opening section. What do they absolutely need to know? RAG status uses red, amber, or yellow, and green to communicate health at a glance. Red means significant issues that require executive intervention. The project is off track and you need help. Amber or yellow means concerns that need attention. There are risks or issues, but you're managing them. Green means on track with no intervention needed. Things are going according to plan. Report one overall status for the project. You can have sub-statuses for schedule, budget, and scope if helpful, but always lead with one clear overall indicator. Define what each color means for your organization. One common approach: green means within 5% of plan on schedule, budget, and scope. Yellow means 5 to 15% variance or emerging risks that need monitoring. Red means greater than 15% variance or critical issues requiring immediate action. The specific thresholds matter less than consistency. Apply the same standards across all projects and all reports. A green in January should mean the same thing as a green in June. A critical principle: don't hide bad news. Bad news doesn't improve with age. The issue you hide today becomes the crisis you can't hide tomorrow. Executives hate surprises more than they hate problems. A problem reported early can be addressed. A surprise discovered late destroys trust. Report issues early, but always include your mitigation plan. Here's the problem. Here's what I'm doing about it. Here's what I need from you. Build trust through transparency. Leaders who get honest status reports reward honesty. Leaders who punish the messenger get lied to. Let's look at how to structure an effective status report. The structure should guide readers from summary to detail. Here's a recommended format. Start with the executive summary, 3 to 5 sentences covering overall status, major highlights, and critical issues. Follow with key metrics, where you stand on schedule, budget, and scope, ideally with visual indicators. Then accomplishments. What was completed this reporting period? Keep it brief. Then issues and risks. What needs attention, what you're doing about it, and what help you need. Finally, next steps. What's planned for the next period? This structure takes readers from summary to detail progressively. Include metrics that matter to your audience. For schedule, report percent complete and status of key milestones. Are you ahead, on track, or behind? For budget, show spent versus planned and forecast at completion. Will you finish within budget? For scope, how many features or requirements have been delivered versus planned. For quality, if applicable, show defect counts, test pass rates, or other quality indicators. Choose metrics that answer, are we going to succeed? Use visuals to communicate quickly. Traffic light indicators show status at a glance. Trend arrows show whether things are improving, stable, or declining. Keep charts simple. A busy graph that requires explanation defeats the purpose. One clear visual per key message. A burn-down chart for progress. A pie chart for budget. Don't cram multiple messages into one visual. Executives scan. Make your visuals scannable. When reporting accomplishments, focus on outcomes, not activities, not worked on testing, but completed testing of Module A with 0 critical defects. Outcomes are verifiable, activities are vague, quantify where possible, processed 50 change requests, trained 200 users, deployed to 3 regions, numbers create credibility, link accomplishments to objectives and milestones, completed Phase 2 design milestone. This shows progress against the plan, not just busyness. The issues and risks section is where you communicate problems. Distinguish between issues, things that have happened, and risks, things that might happen. For each item, provide the description, the impact if not resolved, the mitigation or resolution plan, and the owner accountable. Be clear about what you need. If you need a decision, say so. If you need resources, say so. If you just need awareness, say that too. Limit this section to the top 3 to 5 items. If everything is critical, nothing is. If your status report includes a decision request, make it explicit. Don't bury it. State the options clearly. We can extend the timeline by 2 weeks, cut feature X, or add 2 developers. Recommend one option. Based on my analysis, I recommend extending the timeline because of these reasons. Executives appreciate recommendations. They can accept, modify, or reject, but you've done the thinking. Specify when you need the decision. We need a decision by Friday to avoid impacting the launch. Establish a reporting cadence that matches your project phase. During active execution, weekly reports are often appropriate. During planning or maintenance phases, monthly might suffice. Send reports at consistent times, every Friday afternoon, every Monday morning. Consistency builds habits and expectations. Don't skip reports when you're busy. That's exactly when stakeholders need updates most. A brief report saying on track, no changes is better than silence. Watch out for common mistakes. Too much detail with too little insight buries the important in the routine. Permanent green status until a sudden red destroys credibility. If everything was fine last week, why is it crisis this week? Reports that are all positive or all negative seem unrealistic. Most projects have both wins and challenges. No follow-through on previous items suggests you're not actually managing issues. If you reported a risk last week, update it this week. Aim for a one-page executive summary. If you can't communicate project status in one page, you haven't distilled your message enough. Details can be available in an appendix or linked document for those who want more, but the core status should fit one page. If it doesn't fit, the problem isn't space, it's clarity. Simplify the message. Focus on what matters most. Respect your reader's time. They have many projects to track, not just yours. Let's apply this. Pull up a recent status report you've sent. Could someone understand the project status in 30 seconds of scanning? Is the overall status immediately clear without reading details? Are issues and asks explicitly stated? What would you change based on today's lecture? Even small improvements, a clearer summary, a RAG indicator, linking accomplishments to milestones can dramatically increase your report's effectiveness. Let's summarize. Lead with the bottom line. Your first sentence should communicate overall status. Use RAG indicators for quick scanning. Write for the reader, not yourself. What do they need to know? Be transparent about issues, but always include what you're doing about them. Keep the executive summary to one page with details available for those who want them. Great status reports drive decisions. Poor status reports get ignored. In our next lecture, we tackle change control. You'll learn how to manage scope changes without damaging relationships. The goal isn't to say no, it's to say yes, and here's what it costs in a way that enables good decisions. Thank you for learning about effective status reporting. Apply these techniques to your next status report. Make it shorter, clearer, and more actionable. I'll see you in the next lecture. Research is hard, but your tools should not be. Subthesis.com is the free alternative to expensive software. Whether you need to calculate Chromebox Alpha or organize your field notes, Subthesis has a tool for it. No paywalls and no registration required. Check the link in the description and let's dive into today's lesson.